If you can't hear, the very hardworking lawn care people are here and I appreciate them so much. And the sound does not annoy me. Let's get day 9 started off with some coffee. I have some very unfortunate news for myself. I think my coffee grinder for like beans is dead. We didn't charge it for like a really long time because we weren't using it. I think because we weren't having it on an active charge. I think it went kaput, which is really unfortunate, especially because I have a whole new bag of beans. I'm gonna sit it on the charger today, like all day. I just like, it's doing this thing where you take it off of the charger after it's like gotten to 100% charge and it says that it has no charge. Luckily we have other ways to get coffee, so I'm not coffeeless this morning. I'm going to use the espresso machine, which does make really tasty coffee. So see it, this is where I have a USB-C charger, 100% charged. I'll unplug it, double click to turn it like on, and then it just kind of turns off and it kind of like makes a little noise. So I'm gonna leave it charging like all day long, and maybe it's just like super low on battery and it just needs a super long charge, but I think it's promising that it's making a powering up noise, so I'm not gonna lose hope on it, but I don't know. It's just one of those like Amazon things that like, who knows how good the quality actually is long term. My house is like Christmas through up all over it, and not in the good way, not in the decorated way, but in the like disheveled boxes and cords everywhere, and yeah. So I want to spend some time today reorganizing a bit. I also should probably apply for jobs because honestly I haven't done that in like a week. I always, like I've said before, I always set out to do way too much stuff and have high hopes, and then I don't end up accomplishing like half of it. I am also disappointed because the workout that I have on my workout plan today is to do a strength training workout, and I always just don't enjoy doing strength training. I don't know why. I used to really enjoy it because like you didn't have to do a lot of effort. Like the exercises are so short, like 3 rounds of 8, and it's like, man, like I don't feel exhausted, versus like whenever I'm working cardio I do feel exhausted. But I don't know why I've just gone off strength training. I think it's because I can't really watch like my shows as much. I have to listen to music. I love listening to music. I've just been having more fun like watching my Twitch streams and things like that while I'm on the treadmill. I also trimmed my eyebrows last night, and I think I did them a little too sparse, like at least on that side. Like you can kind of see like a hole there, but that's fine. They'll grow back. They grow back, I feel like, pretty quickly, and I fill them in anyway. But they were just bothering me. They were super unruly and I feel like hard to manage, like while you know you're putting product over them or something like that. It was really hard to like get them to be like a cohesive shape because they were just like really long. I added up all of the time, like the length of time I think everything on my to-do list will take today, and it's only like 4 hours of stuff, which is not bad, and I have like 6 hours left in my like personal day before Travis gets home. I have plenty of time to get stuff done, like with some wiggle room, which is really nice. So I know I'll be able to get everything done on my list. I want to do a talk through all of like the gifts that I've gotten for people. I guess a gift guide in some way, but it's like a very specific gift guide for like the people in my life. But I will have to have a huge disclaimer for my family to go away because I know at least my mom and my dad watch my vlogs, so they will have to go away whenever I talk about what I have gotten people for Christmas. And I can't say, like, if I tell Travis I'm gonna do this, he will watch it. He will watch through the disclaimer to see what he got for Christmas. He likes spoilers, which is the opposite of me. Like, he literally had me spoil the show of Lost for him, which I don't like spoilers, but I feel like Lost is a very big like time commitment, and I don't know if he's gonna get around to watching it, so I told him the end of the show. I avoid spoilers like the plague, but he, like, as soon as I'm like, ooh, I got you a nice gift today, he's like, what is it? Like, I will not tell you. Like, why? What's the fun in that? Like, I don't get it. It absolutely, like, baffles me that he wants to have his Christmas spoiled. I've got a question and I need you guys to answer honestly. Do y'all ever just think about Andrew Garfield and Emma Stone and just want to cry? I don't know the full, like, story of their relationship. It's rumored that Taylor Swift wrote When Emma Falls in Love about Emma Stone and her relationship with Andrew Garfield. So if you have Taylor Swift writing a love song about you and your relationship, you know it's gotta be pretty profound. Anywho, that's where I'm at this morning. I don't know, that still has me so emotional, and I know it's so stupid, but I think we all just want to be loved. Or maybe I should just speak for myself. I want to be loved in such a profound way that leaves me speechless. And to consider that anybody has experienced that love is so, I don't know, magical, I guess. And the thing is, like, I don't think, you know, obviously they're not together. And we don't know the ins and outs of their relationship. And that's fine, that's normal. I think it just speaks to the fact that even if something is a profound sort of love story, it doesn't mean that it has to have a happy ending. It sounds so kitschy, but like the, you know, don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened. But I mean, truly, like, that's so much of life. Cheesy quotes resonate for a reason. In unsurprising news, I'm still crying. I stayed up last night and watched a lot of the last night of the Eras tour. I know it's silly, but it's just exceptionally sad because I think all of us as women, as people, came together and got to love something together, and it united us. Like, I'm so appreciative. I'm incredibly inspired by the excellence of Taylor Swift and how the line in her song when she says, I've never been a natural, all I do is try, try, try. I feel like that, like, resonates a lot with me because I am trying really hard. I don't know, and this is like extremely, like, I guess vulnerable. I try really hard and I feel like sometimes it doesn't pan out and you just have to keep trying, but it's really hard to keep trying and to be met with failure, and that is what success is made of, is the continued effort and continued intelligent effort, adapting whenever things aren't working, and just consistently putting yourself out there. Like I said on day one, not giving up on yourself. But it really feels sometimes everything and everyone does want you to give up. And I don't remember who it was, but there was somebody recently saying that you have to have a bit of delusion to have success, to be willing to put yourself out there that many times and fail that many times, and to keep going. You have to embrace the delusion, but I think whenever you embrace the delusion, you're also aware of the delusion. Yeah, I'm aware that nothing I ever put my efforts into may come to fruition, but I'm willing to believe in myself. And to bring it back around, I think Taylor Swift from a very young age was willing to believe in herself. And I told my therapist something one time. I said, you know, Taylor Swift would still be Taylor Swift if she never became Taylor Swift. she would still have as much potential, as much talent, if she didn't have the access to develop into who she is, if she didn't have, you know, a record deal that came through, she would still be the same person. She would still exist. And how many Taylor Swifts are out there that never got their chance or gave up on themselves too soon? I don't want to do that to myself. But every day that passes, you know, it does feel like a ticking clock. There's the lawn care people again. The delusion pounds harder in your head of, you're still doing this? You know, I've been working towards this career, I mean, for a long time. Since I was a little girl, but let's just pretend and say it's 18. It was closer to 8 years old. But I couldn't do anything about it whenever I was 8 years old. I could do something about it whenever I turned 18. I'm 27 now. I'm about to be 28 in 3 months. Give or take a decade or two, I have been propelling towards this career. And yes, it is a decade of it not working, or a decade of me figuring it out, of me developing into the artist that I am today and into the artist that will one day find success. And you can either see that as hopeful, like on a good day, you can say, that's 10 years. That's gonna make me emotional. That's 10 years of believing in yourself. What a privilege. And on a bad day, you can say 10 years of putting in all that effort and nothing happening. Have you ever thought about quitting? Have I ever thought about quitting? Boy, howdy, have I thought about quitting? Yes. Yes, I have. It never sits right on my soul. It never makes sense to quit. And I feel like that's, you know, your intuition, like, just, you have to listen to that. It's like, you know, okay, you ask yourself, am I done? And the answer is no, I'm not done. And if the answer ever is, yeah, I'm done, that would be so much easier just to like go to desire like a normal life. Like, that would be so much easier. I think especially being unemployed and simultaneously being an actor and being a creative person, like, you get told no a lot, and that those no's exist in one facet of your life, right? Like, oh, of course I hear no whenever it comes to acting opportunities, but in your personal life, where you house friends, family, and your day-to-day job that, you know, puts a roof over your head, I feel like you're not as used to hearing no in those zones. Being told no by so many jobs that I'm applying to, I don't think it's necessarily good for my psyche, because now I'm being told no in a bunch of different categories across my life. You know, my stability that goes into like Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like, if the bottom of the pyramid is not stable, then it makes it a lot harder to consider creative pursuits. If it's a top-down issue all the way to the root, like, I mean, that's what it gets down to. It's like whenever it starts to shake you from the top down, it starts to shake the root of who you are and your worth. And so I feel like I'm battling that a lot right now, is my worth as a person, my intelligence as a person, my employability as a person, my value that I bring to people and team members and things like that. So it's a very, very challenging time, and I know that this was a very long conversation and a very vulnerable conversation filled with lots of tears, so forgive me, but I would much rather share who I am along the way and how hard it is, because that's the reality. That's the reality of doing this for 10 to 20 years. I would much rather share the actual reality than like simply like getting auditions and getting an agent, and those are such highlights. They're amazing, amazing things. There's so much heavy that comes with this career, and I don't want you to be disillusioned about what it takes to be an actor. I don't think the public or those family members at Thanksgiving understand just how hard this is, because it's the lights, camera, you know, the Taylor Swift thing. I can't really, I would not like to say it just because I try to keep this channel curse free. But lights, camera, smile, even when you wanna die. So, I mean, that's what we put on, is the lights, camera, smile, even when you wanna die. But all they see is the lights, camera, smile. They don't see all of the other parts of it. And so I don't think they'll ever fully be able to understand, because they don't have maybe enough curiosity about what it is to go through and try to be a creative person. That does not mean that we don't have a right to exist, that we don't have a right to our emotions. So I want to show you the full gambit of the realities of trying to be an actor, a creative in this industry, and I just have my voice and my perspective and my experiences, and I'm just here to share them with you. On a more introspective day, I don't even think it's necessarily a bad day. It's just a very introspective day with appreciation for Taylor Swift and what she has given us for the past year and a half of the Eras tour, and what she has given us in her life. It's like I find myself very inspired by her and committed to being a better artist because of her, and showing up as I am today, because I think that's something that Taylor Swift does very well. She shows up as she is, and she doesn't necessarily apologize or make herself smaller. So I'm not going to do that, and this is where I'm at today. So thank you so much for giving me the space to talk this out and process this. I am now going to go change, and then we're gonna start cleaning up some Christmas stuff around the house, because I do need to get started on my list of things I want to do today. Thank you for listening. I went ahead and put on just what I'm gonna wear to go to the gym, because I think that'll make it easier to go to the gym in a minute, and also motivates me. If I'm wearing a sports bra for any amount of time, I am going to be wanting to go to the gym as soon as possible so I can take it off. So that's a little motivation for myself. This is the chaos that we're dealing with. We got Christmas tree box that I'll probably be able to put under the bed. My Disney bag that is unpacked but just not put away yet, and there's still little piddly bits. Christmas box, and another Christmas box, and obviously an unmade bed that no one really sleeps in, so of course. Okay, that is what we are cleaning up right now. So that is that. Now I just need to find a place where these can chill for the next few weeks. Probably just gonna be in here, but that is okay. At least it's not as cluttered as it was before. And then this stuff is all that I pulled out is all my gift wrapping items, which I'm so excited about. I don't know, it's weird, putting away my Christmas boxes is now making me feel like the Christmas spirit. So we have this one. I'll probably show you more whenever we are actually wrapping. I'm not sure exactly how we're gonna break it up, since we're splitting a lot of gifts, or it's gonna be a lot of from both me and Travis. I totally forgot about this section, but I mean, it's really just throwing it in that background. It's not really that much stuff. I don't know if Travis is gonna throw this around the house. It's like Santa that usually sits on our counters, so I don't know. Oh, okay, this is some garland type stuff, so that looks so much better. And I don't know if that plant is gonna go outside. It really depends on if we get a cold snap. I don't really know what we're gonna do with all our plants this year. I'm nervous. Semi-after, I know that it still looks cluttered. Some of that stuff will be being used as decorations, so that box will be empty, but it looks so much better, I feel like, than it did before. I don't have that pillow in that box, by the way, because there was a dirt dauber's nest that got into that box, so it got a little dirty, and it's a white pillow, so I don't really want to put it back in the dirty box. For the past half an hour, I have been applying for jobs, so I applied for a few. It's gonna go how it's gonna go. She's so cute. Oh. Okay, I am not feeling very motivated to get through the rest of my list, but I also want to feel accomplished. It is the first day of the week. It is, you know, Monday. You want to kick things off with the right energy. I'm going to try to get through it. I've knocked one thing off that can be done tomorrow, so I've like reasoned with myself. I have eaten some more yummy food that will give me energy. I had a little sip of water, got the rest of my coffee that has already been reheated and cooled off again. So I'm going to move into the office and I'm going to use my 2-screen Pomodoro technique where I have a fun screen and I have a work screen, and I'm gonna work hard for 10 minutes and then reward myself with 5 minutes of chilling. That is my current plan. I honestly feel like what I need is to go to the gym right now, but I don't want to do that yet. I want to do that a little bit later. I want to be like fully done with my workday to be able to, like, I don't know, leave the house, like fully be done. Like it's almost like a reward for myself. Okay, so I am going to be done with work for today. I got Vlogmas done, only one, so I still haven't caught up on that other day, but I'm okay with that. I'm giving myself grace. So today was relatively productive. Tomorrow is going to be a really festive day, so that's super exciting. If I don't film anything anymore for the rest of the evening, I just wanted to sign off. And oh my goodness, I can't believe we're in the teens already. We are almost halfway through December. I'm really proud of how far I've gotten through Vlogmas. I don't know. I need to look up how far I made it the first time I tried to do it. I want to say it was day 8 or 12. I really appreciate you guys watching. Do all of the things, like, comment, and subscribe. I think today we had some really good chats. I don't know, I like sometimes getting like deeper and like philosophical. I feel like I am a very, what is it? People call them like thought daughters. I do have a lot of complex thoughts about the world and my place in it and things like that. So I think that's absolutely something that I want to, you know, share with you guys and share my perspective on things. So I really appreciate you holding that space for me to be able to do that on my channel. So I hope you have a great rest of your evening, and I'll be signing off here. Love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow, I guess, for day 11. Is that right? It feels wrong, but I think it's right.